What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our player ratings video here on Anfield Agenda. I do apologise that we're a little bit late getting this up this evening, but we were doing a watch along of the Arsenal-Manchester City game. So, without any further ado, I'm going to run through the starting 11 and the substitutes, giving them a score out of 10, how I think they performed today. We, of course, want you guys to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button, you know what to do. So look, let's start off with the big man between the sticks, Allison. Not much he could have done about the second goal. People will question his positioning for the first goal, but I think that is where he was told to be, and it was the pass from Virgil van Dijk that left him short. So I think Allison had a good game today, and I'm giving him a score of 8 out of 10. I thought his save was world class in was it the first half where he got down to his left hand side? Either way, world class from Allison. No, second half, great save from Allison, and could have landed us in a far more sticky situation. So I think he did as well as he could. 8 for me. Moving on to this man, I sort of know why he was substituted. I get the idea of it. I'm sure it was the medical staff saying if he plays much longer, could be an injury concern after coming back from injury. But I thought Trent was mustard today. I thought he was absolutely top notch. He had Matoma in his pocket, and I was just so full of praise for his performance. So I'm giving Trent a score of 9 out of 10 because until he went off, I thought we were so solid on the right hand side, and I thought Trent was top notch, really, really good. So 9 out of 10 for me. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Moving on to this gentleman here, our captain, Virgil van Dijk. Look, I'm concerned. I'm concerned because I don't see the leadership. I don't see the cool, calm, reassuring presence that we once had. And again, I'm going to ask a question. How can we have 4 defenders standing across a 6-yard box and we still allow Dunk to score with nobody near him? It's not good enough. And look, I think Van Dijk is culpable. First pass in the first half, gave away for the first goal. Not good enough. Left him short. So Van Dijk gets a score of 6 out of 10 from me. Let me know if you think that's harsh or fair. Moving on now to his partner today, Joel Matip. I thought Joel did quite good, in all honesty. Certainly thought he was the better of our 2 centre-backs. And it wasn't surprised really to see his name on the team sheet. When you seen Canada start midweek, I thought probably we'll go with Joel. So with Joel, I'm going to give a score of 7 out of 10. As I said, I thought he was the better of our 2 centre-back partners today. But this is a democracy, so we want to know what you guys think. Give me your score in the comment section. Moving to Robbo. Look, again, I have a lot of questions today, and I still don't know what Andy Robertson was doing for their second goal. Why did he not try to block the ball? Why did he seemingly pull away from it? Was he afraid of perhaps what happened with Joel Matip, a ricochet that goes into the goal? Still would have ended up on a goal either way, but at least he would have tried. I felt like it was a cowardly manoeuvre from Robertson. I'm not calling him a coward, but in that moment, I want more bravery. And I don't think he had a particularly good game overall. So I'm going to give Robbo a score of 5 out of 10. I know it might seem harsh, and I've been full of praise for Robbo this season. Today, though, I really, really thought he had a poor one, so hence a score of 5 out of 10. Moving on to this man, and it wasn't a great return. Back to the Amex for Alexis McAllister. Return of the Mac is what we build it as, but it's tough to know if I should be critical of him or where he's been asked to play. Look, he isn't a natural number 6, and at times he was caught in possession. But I would like to see him played a bit further up, and I feel like it's a little bit unfair to Alexis because we haven't really got an out-and-out number 6. Yes, we've brought in Endo, but it's clear that Klopp doesn't trust him in the position yet. So having Alexis having to play there, I feel hard on the guy. I feel tough for him. So I'm going to give him a score of 6 out of 10. It wasn't his greatest game. We know he's better than what he showed today, but he is still a very tidy footballer, and I want to see him played in his position, which is an advanced number 8. Moving on to the next player, which is Superman, Dominic Szoboszlai. Good game from Dom today again. He just oozes class everywhere he is. He just works hard, closes down, presses, can pick out a pass, can drive forward, can break lines. I love him. I love everything about him. I hope he can add some more goals. I know he has scored some, but I hope he can add some more moving forward. So based on today's performance, I've given him a pretty fair 7 out of 10, which I think you guys will probably agree with. Moving on to Harvey Elliot. And before he'd even kicked the ball today, the knives were out for Elliot from some of the Liverpool fans already. And Klopp explained why he was chosen. Because of his pressing, because of his hard work, because of his understanding of the system. And I actually think Elliot did okay today. It wasn't brilliant. He didn't set the world alight. But I don't think he was one of our poorer players on the pitch. I thought he worked really hard. And I've got no issues with Elliot. I don't understand why some people just want to undermine him. So I'm going to give Harvey a score of 6 out of 10 today, which again I think is a fair score based on what we've seen out there on the pitch. Moving into the attacking end of the pitch now, and Lucho. I was frustrated with Lucho today many times. He cut inside onto his right foot and skied shots, and there's so many good things to admire about him. His touches, his spinning away from defenders, his work rate, his pace, his tenacity. But sometimes I think he just needs a bit of a cooler head on his shoulder. So today I was a little bit disappointed in Lucho. He has had a good start to the season, but I give him a 5 today. As I said, not one of our best players for me. Maybe you think I'm way off the mark, giving him a 5 and Robbo a 5, but these are my honest, fair assessments of what I've seen. Mohamed Salah obviously got himself a brace today. First goal, really well taken. Second goal, penalty, again, properly taken, buried into the corner. And he's now got 2 in a row from the penalty spot, I believe. So happy days in that regard. All around performance from Mo, I was happy with. Yeah, look, it was a day where I'm more annoyed at our defence than anything else, because our forwards scored 2 goals. If we score 2 goals away from home, we should be able to win that game. So for Mohamed Salah, I'm going to give him a score of 8 out of 10 today. Very happy with his performance. Maybe you think he should be higher, maybe you think he should be lower. Do let me know in the comment section. And the last one of the starting 11, Darwin Núñez. Now, this is a difficult one for me, because in the chat, lots of people were saying how well he ran the yards, or ran the lines, how hard he worked, how much he fought up top. But I want him to be scoring, and I want him to be creating opportunities. And I do understand that he works hard, and I love him for that. And usually I'm full of praise for Darwin, but I think I'm in the minority today. I don't think I've seen the same performance from Darwin that most of you guys seen. So I'm absolutely open to this being an unfair score, but I'm giving you my honest memory from what I've seen. So I've given him a score of 7. Maybe you think he deserves higher. Let us know in the comment section. Moving on to the substitutes now, and Ryan Gravenberch. Okay, 2 things. Firstly, he should have scored. You don't need me to tell you that. He won't need me to tell him that. He knows, he was annoyed by it. But after that, class. Just class. Love the Cruyff turns in the penalty area. Love the fact that he's looking to get to the back post. I've been very wrong on my prejudgment of Ryan Gravenberch. He's been brilliant since he's come in, and I think he's only going to get better. You can see the confidence is growing in him. So very happy with his performance when he came on. Giving him a score of 8 out of 10. I thought he was top notch. Ibu. Probably could feel a little bit disappointed not to get the starting berth. I thought himself and Jarell Quansah were really, really good in the Europa League midweek. And again, he came on late in the game. Should we have made the change? I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, there are questions I have about Jurgen Klopp's changes today. So on that, I'm going to give him a score of 6, because, you know, we were under the cosh at that point. And again, I just don't think we defended well today. And the last outfield player we're going to be covering today is Joe Gomez. Now, for Joe, I just don't understand why he was put on at all. Again, I understand that the medical team might have said to Trent, mate, you've got to come off because we're worried for an injury. And I'm sure Klopp was under that instruction. But to ask Joe Gomez, who's been very solid for us at points this season, to ask him to come into a game like that, where Trent had full control of Mitoma, and we were being able to block Mitoma and Solly March down their left-hand side, our right-hand side, and put Joe in. I felt like he never got a chance to get up to the speed of what was a fairly frenetic game at that point. So this score is more based off the fact that he was skinned, but I don't feel it was fair to bring him on in that position. I feel like I feel he's unlucky today, Joe Gomez, more than anything. So hence the score of 5 out of 10. And the last one is for the manager. And normally, we're full of praise for Jurgen Klopp and a lot of what he does, but some of those changes late in the game today, just before an international break, surely we could have rolled the dice and left the likes of Trent on a little bit longer. I mean, he's got 2 weeks off. If he couldn't go on England duty, do I really care? Do you really care? No. So I was a little bit unhappy at Jurgen for some of the changes. I felt they were unnecessary, and they allowed Brighton away back in. So with that in mind, what have I given Jurgen? A 6 out of 10. I think that's the lowest score I've maybe ever given Jurgen Klopp. Those changes really, in my opinion, just just handed the initiative to Brighton at the end of the game, and our defending was woeful. Simple as that. You've changed your defence, you've brought in 2 new players, and we've been caught, and we've been conceding easy goals. So, frustration for me, all in all, that we aren't going into the international break with 3 points. But with that result at the Emirates, does, I guess, help out a little bit, but still can't help but feel we should have left the MX with 3 points today. So they are my player ratings, are for my friends. Now it's over to you guys to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree? Do you disagree? It is, of course, open to you guys to let us know your thoughts. We will be back tomorrow with a squad battle live. Tomorrow at about 8:30. Make sure you join us. It's our last live stream before the international break. We will see you guys then. Thank you for your time. Drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.